Hey everybody, it's Calxiyn here. Remember that if you enjoy my Ruby videos, you guys should come and join our Discord server to talk about Ruby, especially with the new volume coming up. I think that's gonna be pretty fun and pretty cool and stuff like that. So anyways, also you should become a Patreon investor. So you guys, we have some new information about the Yang trailer. I'm gonna make two separate videos about it just to kind of keep things contained. One of them is about the release date, and it's the release date for the Yang trailer. The Yang trailer is basically gonna come out on the exact same day that the first episode of Volume 5 is gonna come out for first members. So, basically the same day that the show premieres, so Saturday, that's when the Yang trailer is gonna come out, because I think they're trying to appeal more to the YouTube audience in a sense, like, and try to convince them to get first members, or get first membership by hyping them up for the Yang trailer, and so it'll be kind of like an advertisement for Ruby in a sense, like for the new volume. It'll be like, hey, if you enjoyed our awesome Yang trailer, the first episode's already out. You should go watch that. Like, I think that's kind of what their plan is. Like, that's kind of what they're doing in a way, and so in that aspect, that's good, but I kind of wanted to talk about personally how I kind of feel about that, just because I don't want to say there's discourse or anything, but there's like a little, I don't want to say argument even, there's a case to be made, I guess, in a way, for it being a bad idea, and like, obviously Hunter isn't here, and so we can't have too much debate about this, but, pretty much, like, what people are concerned about is that Yang is going to be overshadowed by the premiere, and so it's kind of dumb to do it on the same day, because if they still wanted to appeal to the YouTube audience, they could have done it even a day before, and that would have been fine. But I think what people are most concerned about is Yang always kind of gets, like, pushed aside by RT. Like, you could say, oh, but saving the best for last, but, like, that's not really how it's working right now. Like, a lot of people see this as Yang being overshadowed by the new volume and stuff, and even though I think it is a decent advertising strategy, they could have done it one day before and then not made people angry. Like, again, if you like our Ruby videos, you should join our Discord server, but in our Discord server, a lot of people made some really good points about how they could have still done this, but done it in a way that didn't overshadow Yang and her, like, development through the trailer and stuff like that, and I think that's a very interesting case to be made. Like, I think those are really good points, and I think that maybe RT should have thought about it. Like, I understand what they're doing, but at the same time, they didn't need to do it the exact same day. They could have done it a day before and have gotten the exact same effect, and so I don't really see, I don't want to say I don't see a point, but I don't see why they wouldn't just do it one day earlier, so, you know, it keeps the hype train going for sure. And again, if they still wanted to advertise that, a day before wouldn't have hurt, because people, you know, they would have seen it on that day and then, like, oh, the episode comes out tomorrow, like, better get my RT membership, like, before tomorrow, because I'm that hyped, like, if that's the way they're gonna go about it. And I feel like that most people that have the means to pay would already pay anyway, and maybe that's just me, like, being a bit naive about, like, pirating on the internet, but personally, if I can, I will basically buy everything. Like, I hardly ever pirate things, and, like, I have this vivid memory of my cousin giving me a pirated version of Dishonored when it first came out, and I felt, like, so bad about it, because, like, I was like, oh, shit. Like, my cousin's being a shithead, you know, I want to support the game developers. Like, I bought the game myself, like, that's how bad I feel. I don't think everybody has that guilt complex to an extent, but I think that most people that want the first membership would have gotten it, especially by now. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody knows it exists at this point. It's just a matter of, like, money and then giving enough of a shit. You know, I think people will try to do it if they can, but I think most of the people that can't do it anyway are just kids that just don't have any money, and so it doesn't really, like, it doesn't affect their sales going down if they do pirate it, because then, you know, they weren't gonna buy it anyway. You can make the case for that. Meanwhile, somebody that has the means and then just decides not to do it because they're, you know, being a cheap ass, that is what I would count as a sales loss, but that's just me. But how that relates to the trailer, I guess, is just, like, I figure if people just watch Ruby and they're, like, renewing it, I guess it's a good reminder, but at the same time, I think that it working as an advertisement just, you know, I see why they think that, but at the same time, I don't think that it's gonna be that effective. Like, it may remind people to renew their memberships, but at the same time, I don't know if it's gonna change anybody's mind that second, because, you know, if they wanted to already see it early, they would have seen it early. Like, the Yang trailer is not gonna be the only convincing factor for them, I don't think. Like, it's probably more about money than whether or not, you know, like, oh man, Yang's super bomb, gotta get that first membership, you know what I mean? But that's just me. I don't know about you guys, and that's why I kind of made this video in this way. Like, I wanted to kind of ask you guys' opinion on it, because again, like, personally, if I can support the creators I like, I'll support them, and then that will kind of be the end of that. Like, there's not really any more of a discussion, let's say, for me, but I guess other people may be different. And like, I think they are trying to combat pirating this volume, just because they made it, the time between it going up on going up, well, I guess not. It's still the same amount, but things are a bit, like, more, spread out, I guess, in a way. Like, it's not coming out on the first website, literally a day before, and so I think in that regard, because it's not coming out right away, people can't, like, there are more people that are not gonna, pirate it, I guess. Like, there are more people that are, not gonna record it, because it'll be first members, and then first members only, then wait a couple days, and it'll be out for, I guess the regular people that aren't first but go on the RT website, and then it'll be the people on YouTube. And so, in that sense, like, I think they are trying to stop it by making, like, the people that are able to pirate it a little bit less. You know, like, if you have less people watching it, on the same day, I guess less people will pirate it is kind of, the idea, or I guess sooner anyway, because there is a divide between, like, the YouTube crowd and then the first member crowd and, like, finally the, YouTube crowd. Or did I say YouTube crowd twice? The YouTube crowd, the RT site crowd, and the first member crowd is what I mean. But yeah, I guess this is just adding on to the Yang trailer release date. Like, there are a bunch of factors that go into that, and you could easily also argue that, like, them upping the date doesn't combat piracy, because more people will pirate it in order to see it the same day that they did last year, and so there's kind of a lot of arguments that go into that, and like, I kind of see what they were trying to do again, but we did talk about this in my Discord server a little bit. A lot of people are cheesed it's coming out on the same day, especially because I think that, like, Yang got shunned out last volume almost. Like, there was not a lot of Yang action going on, and so now they're like, oh wow, like, first there wasn't a lot of Yang, and now, like, Yang is not, is getting overshadowed by the actual episode that will probably be more interesting, hopefully, than her trailer. But even that I'm not sure about, so don't quote me on that, like, in terms of the trailer being any better or worse or anything, like that, because I haven't seen it yet, and so I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of arguments to be made, and I hope that you guys talk about whether or not this bothers you, because I just like to get the numbers, honestly. Like, I just like to know how many people are annoyed by this. Like, I understand being annoyed because, like, Yang's your favorite or something and you feel like she's getting ignored, but then there's also kind of the practical, like, business side of things, and that's kind of what I'm looking for as well. Not just like, but I like Yang, I wish it came out on different days. I'm looking more like, from a business perspective, why this is kind of stupid and they shouldn't be doing it. So maybe you guys can provide that for me. That's basically it for this video. I don't have that much else to say about it, because like, I'm not a business person or anything, but I think one day wouldn't hurt, whatever they're trying to do. Anyway, and people are already seeing the trailer probably tonight at the theater. We don't know yet, and I'm not, like, hearing about the theater information yet. But, like, functionally, I don't know how much this is gonna stop or anything. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, you guys should join my Discord server and stuff, so we can, like, discuss this more and other RWBY-related topics. I feel like I should make a video on why Grim Eclipse is bad. That's another thing that I feel like we should make a video on, that I should make, another thing that I should make a video on, like, for a discussion-based, sort of like this one. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Remember, you guys can check out the Discord, the Patreon, all of that stuff, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye!